Hello, I'm Sarah Subiata Bennett, your host of the Dallas Express video podcast. Today, we're thrilled to bring you part 2 of our conversation with Dr. Lavinia Masters because her story is simply too powerful to contain in just one episode. But you'll also get to meet Amy Robbins, the innovative creator and CEO of Alexo Athletica, as she shares her mission to empower women through style. Later on, we'll dive back into our scenario training with Philip and Jordan from WOFT, based in Orlando. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Amy, thank you for being here. Learning about her story, reading about her, studying, I thought to myself, I cannot not have Amy Robbins sit in this chair and tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing, simply because you are the only woman I know, not even a woman, you're the only brand that I know out there that allows people, both women and men, but of course I'm always hammering in on the women, who allow them to carry mace, any type of self-defense tool on themselves. Are there any other brands doing what you do?
So there are now, but in 2015, when I started this brand, there weren't. Let me take you back to 2015. I went out for a run, like millions of women do every single day, and I thought that I was in a safe area. Nothing had ever happened to me before, and this day it turned out a little bit different. This day, there was a big van full of men that pulled up right next to me. When I was in the middle of nowhere, they rolled their windows down, they got extremely close to me, and they started doing that aggressive harassing and catcalling, the once-overs, the up and down look, the things that make you, the hair on the back of your neck stick up as a woman, and get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like, okay.
Unsafe.
And I'm telling you, I would have considered myself at that moment a very strong, capable, independent woman. But when they went to the end of the road and they circled back and I saw them coming back towards me again, it was the first time in my life that I thought, I need to have an exit plan. There needs to be some kind of strategy, because at that point, I did not carry a self-defense tool, didn't even have my phone with me, because I never needed to.
Yeah.
I had never felt unsafe. I started doing the only thing that I knew what to do, and I just started praying, and I said, God, if you get me out of this situation, because the alternative, I don't want to tick these guys off at 7 to 1. They're going to be bigger, they're going to be faster, they're going to be stronger. I'm done for. And the cops, the best that they're going to be able to do is find my body somewhere, and I just don't want that to happen. Like, God, please get me home. And I tell people that my story ended there. And I promised God that I would go home and do something if he gave me a second chance, and that's exactly what I did. So I went home, and I had been having some training with firearms because my dad got us some firearms in the house. I said, if they're going to be in our house, I need to know how to use them. But I would have never thought to take that next step and actually carry something on my body, because I just wasn't comfortable with that. Got my license to carry, got the training, and then I started saying, well, now I want to carry this when I run, because I hated that feeling of being defenseless.
Totally.
When I started looking, I was like, well, now where do I put it? Okay, how do you run with the self-defense tool on your body? And not only were there no companies making functional gear that were geared towards self-defense tools, but there was no brand that was messaging empowerment this way. And I said, that's it. I want to create the very first activewear brand. I was first wanting to go after women runners, because 92% of females that exercise by themselves have felt like their safety was threatened at some point. And I said, that's a big number. This is a big community. Why is no one doing anything about this? I'm going to do it. And it was at that moment that I felt my entire mission and calling was to create not just an apparel brand, but a movement of women that felt empowered to be prepared and to be self-reliant.
And if I can, again, just touch upon those staggering statistics. So, Dr. Masters, you said we are not just a number.
No.
Because behind, again, these 6,404 aggravated assault crimes, 359 rape crimes, 246 murder and non-negligent manslaughter crimes, 179 abductions or kidnapping crimes, 49 sexual assaults with a weapon charges, and 62 human trafficking crimes.
Yeah, and that's Dallas alone.
That's only Dallas. In 2023. It's higher than it was in 2022. We have a police shortage. We need to pay them more. We need to, but to both of these points, which are so important, police can't be everywhere.
No.
I cannot tell you the number of times that my kids have seen me grab my gun in the car when I feel unsafe, place it right here, and thank goodness I know how to use it. But But for those who don't, yes, mace, a taser, any sharp object, but that training, that investment of time, because we're also concerned about raising our kids to be smart, do well in school, do good sports, be a good citizen. What about knowing how to protect yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that conversation has to happen.
Yeah.
All of our friends, all of our community, we have to share this. Make this go viral.
And I'll say this too is, while people may look at our product line, we offer a solution, but we wanted to be a brand that addressed this issue of how to be prepared, how to be self-reliant from a holistic standpoint.
That's right.
Next step for Alexo is to create this space where we can actually have these resources that you get to learn everything about mindset. Because I tell people all the time, I actually never want to use my gun.
Right.
That's
right.
right.
I actually never want to have to use my self-defense tool. So what are the 10 steps that I can take prior to that? How can I be situationally aware? How can I put my phone down and keep my head up? How can I project confidence? How can I start to be more aware that if a situation doesn't look dangerous, but if it feels dangerous, how do I get out of that situation? And hopefully 9 times out of 10, I can leave a situation that feels threatening and not ever have to use my tool, but it's there in case I need it.
It's like I said, we're on the same thing with the empowerment.
That's
it's
right.
empowering. Is what
all
it
of us.
is. And especially once you've been a victim, it's like you're fighting continuously to get your power back.
That's right.
Yes.
And so, because you couldn't control the things that happened to you, you were terrified that day. I got terrified just listening to you, because I'm thinking by myself, 7 men in a van,
You envision
what's
it.
going to happen to me? Will they find, who's going to find my body? And it's sad that we have to go there and think that, but that's where we're at.
And Amy, do you do any type of self-defense training? Talk about your advocacy work if you can for a little bit.
We do. So we pair up and partner with some really great companies around the country, actually. So, and we open it up to our first, we did a really neat course out with WOFT in Orlando, Florida, which is called Where Our Families Train. And their entire focus is actually, like you said, getting your children from a very young age and the family to start training together. And so we opened it up to our women first, so our customers, and then now we're doing a whole event in May for men, women, and children.
Where?
So it's in Orlando.
Also in Orlando.
So we're partnering with them. So this facility there is different. We don't have anything like this in Texas. Everyone keeps asking me, can you please do a course like this in Texas? And I said, well, they've got like hundreds of acres where they do everything from low light flashlight training. I had no idea how to utilize a flashlight in low light scenarios and how that could actually stop a perpetrator. They did confidence building classes, combatives, defensive pistol, and it was for all skill levels. And then they do scenario training. So you take all this training, and they have a coffee shop that's built out that you actually get to put your skills into use to see how would you actually react in a real life scenario. Because that's very different than going and standing stagnant at an indoor range or an outdoor range.
Absolutely.
And that changed my life. That type of training changed my entire perspective on how prepared am I really? I didn't think I'm super prepared if I just shoot it in indoor range all the time, but until I did that scenario training, I didn't know how I was going to react.
Exactly.
And so I think it's very important. That's the only facility like that I know of, and that's why we partner with them.
Interesting.
So I can point people to resources in the Dallas area that you can get really good training if you're just looking for firearm training, or you want to work on. There's not a lot of situational training with mace and tasers. I have not found a lot of instructors that spend time on that. But I say if that is the tool you're going to choose, you need to know how far the mace shoots. You need to know if you were to tase somebody, how long, what does it do to that person? How long does that give you to run away? And then are you ready to sprint for a really long time? So you need to know that there are different tools for different situations, because the firearm's not the end all be all for every single situation.
For sure.
But you need to know how your mace works. You need to know what the limitations are for any tool that you're going to choose, and what fighting chance it gives you to get away and get out of the situation.
Absolutely.
And I love the idea that you're teaching your children, and you're teaching your children young, because even children can be groomed by people they know, people you think you trust, and you realize we really don't know people. But if you raise that awareness in them, they're like, okay, mommy said,
that's right.
This is not right.
That's right.
And you have to also teach them, don't panic. just relax.
Yep.
But make sure you get back to mommy or daddy so we can get you to safety and report what happened.
Yep.
Because we don't prepare our children, and we say it's not going to
Mm-hmm.
happen. And people tell us, oh, you're just paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. Anything can happen at any given time. Anything can. I've had so many things happen to me in my life, and it's just strange. I'm like, am I a target? But I've learned to just deal with it. And my husband, he laughs at me sometimes. He said, where you come from? And I'm like, I know I'm empowered now. I'm not saying I'm Shira or anything, but I know where my confidence lies now, because I feel God has prepared me for this place and this time. And that's why I don't mind sharing, because I want other people to prepare themselves and be empowered, and whatever it takes.
I cannot thank you enough for your time today, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
You all are championing huge change, setting the course right as best as we can. There's still going to be increasing crime.
Yes.
There's still going to be trauma happening.
Yes.
But I do believe that we're all working to fight it and be prepared.
Yes.
I'm humbled and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's time to resume our scenario training with the extraordinary team from WOFT. Prepare to be amazed by the effectiveness of a flashlight and a strong voice. You won't believe it until you witness it firsthand. Let's get to it.
So today we've got a really cool game plan for some very special ladies. So at WOFT we focus with families and we help everyone showing safety concepts on how they can potentially be safer in their everyday life. We've got a great game plan and we're gonna have a great day. Looking forward to it. You're walking to your car as you naturally would and just look to apply the safety concepts that I gave you.
Okay.
So give me a second to beautify myself.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Hey.
are you Sarah?
Yeah, who are
I'm
you?
meeting a Sarah here,
Yeah.
about 10 o'clock. I'm meeting a Sarah here. Are you Sarah?
Yep.
I was told that she owes me
Yeah,
some
yeah.
money.
No. I don't need anything to do with you. Bye. 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 Bye.
Are you sure?
Yeah, real sure. Real sure.
Have a good night. If it's not you, there's much.
Nope, get away. Bye. Bye. Bye.
It's a nice car. You got some.
Leave. Leave.
Cereal.
Good job, come on out. Good job.
Okay.
What'd you see?
Well, I kept thinking that you were a partner. And so that's why I was like, oh, they're putting two on me.
So I turn the corner, even though I'm right here. Hey, are you Sarah? And you're going, do I know you? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm the wrong Sarah. Can you leave, please? Hey, let me see your hands. Hey, keep your hand where I can see them. I want to leave. You're making me feel uncomfortable. What are you doing out here talking to a woman in a park? And it's like that. Those are little things just to, the next time.
That's right.
Okay? Don't move closer to me. Keep distance.
Oh God, I didn't even realize, but that's totally my personality to move closer. Oh.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Would you like to buy some water?
no,
No, there's like $2.
no, go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, bye.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
No, you don't know me.
You look familiar.
No, I don't know you or you. Stop. I see, show me your hand. What are you doing? Yeah, who are you? Who are you? No, yeah, no one. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. No.
Scenario.
I was like, I'm leaving. Darn it. And you know what's so bad? Your hand was here for a while, and I didn't pick that up because I saw him coming over. I was like, okay, where's his hand while your hand was over here? It's freaky, you guys. You're not my freaking size. 2 men, your freaking height. I will flash all damn day.
Scenario. What'd you see?
two guys who were bigger than me on their phones or some type of devices.
Were they staring at you or hard focusing at you?
No, but it was just weird.
Right, it was weird.
Yeah.
If you feel weird and uncomfortable.
Yep. I just want to leave.
I know.
Excuse me, do I know you?
No, I don't know you. Please back up. Thank you very much. I don't know you. Thank you. I don't know you.
Can
you get away from my car, please? I don't know you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You here by yourself?
No, I don't know you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Be blessed.
Scenario.
So that was a great example of Murphy's Law. If it can and will happen, it will.
Yeah.
She was having trouble getting into her car.
Yes.
And here I am approaching her, and it's like, really?
Yeah.
Now? It's like, open the damn, I need a better car.
Stop. Excuse you, sir. Why are you at my car? No, stop, back up. Get away from my car. Back up. Get your ass away from my car now. I don't care about him being drunk. You picked the wrong one today. No. Back up.
Scenario.
Hey, stop. Get away from my car.
I'm locked out. I'm locked out.
Let me call
Hold on a
police.
second. Scenario.
She did it. She did it. Good.
Great job.
I wanted to shoot you.
Great job.
Okay, so this might be a little deep, but it's something that's really important. I went to trauma treatment at the end of 2022, and I was there with a bunch of women who had a bunch of similar, very difficult, painful experiences. And leaving there, I vowed to myself that I not only would write a screenplay one day, a book, about so much about what happened there, but trauma affects everyone differently. And today, what we went through was something that was very eye-opening for me in particular, because again, it's Sexual Assault Awareness Month, it's April, but this type of training is not something that's man to man. It's being made more aware of your surroundings, the situation that you're walking into, so that you're never in that situation to begin with. Again, sometimes life is awful, things happen, but the training today, it helped all of us. And all of the women here today, I'm not gonna speak for anyone, but we've all dealt with very difficult things in our past. And just to see how we each responded accordingly when we had two predators near us. I, unfortunately, would advance towards the predator as I was shouting, and others did not. They weren't as aware in certain situations, or everyone responds differently. But the reason I'm saying that this is so critical and so important for everyone to watch is because you, your loved ones, can benefit from watching just a little bit of this episode, the full episode that we're gonna have on our website, and videos that they already have available on their website. The resources are vast, but something this situational is, and this type of training, I'm really grateful that they were able to fly out to work with us today, the crew here at Dallas Express. I appreciate them, their time, and your time. Thank you.